so we've got a voiceover here for an upper body session on my prep for the Ironman in October. So as you can see, I'm starting off with a little bit of mobility, getting the shoulders nice and warm, nice and mobile. So we've got a few overhead with the resistance band and then some face pulls to get those rear delts nice and warm, nice and stable before the first exercise, which is overhead shoulder press. So we've got 3 sets of 6 here, fairly heavy and in weight, quite a tough movement, thinking mainly about keeping the core brace, no extension of the lower spine, and just obviously pressing in that vertical plane of motion. Before we then move on into our neutral grip dumbbell press, so I'm trying to mainly emphasize the triceps slightly more with these, purely down to the fact of obviously with the swimming there is some tricep engagement at the end of each stride, so getting those nice and strong. There is going to be still some pec work going on, which is fantastic. Here we've got 3 sets of 8 reps. Again, keeping the core brace throughout. We're just pushing in that vertical plane again. So that is exercise number 2 before we move into a pull. So we've got chin-ups here. I've got 4 sets in total. And what I'm trying to do here is as many reps as I can per set and just beat that each week. So first set here, we got 10 reps. Second set was 10 reps. Set number 3 was 8, and set number 4 was 6. So mainly forearm and grip giving way, but these will be looking to obviously build up and again just get some more volume into the lats, which will obviously cross into helping me with the swimming. Then got some face pulls, keeping the rear delts nice and strong, nice and stable, as we know that these are a very important muscle group and often neglected. 3 sets of 15 there, and then finishing off with some bicep curls, because who doesn't want to grow their biceps? One of the things with this training at the moment, I still want to look like I go to the gym. I still want to feel good, look good, especially in t-shirt, especially with the summer coming up. So a little bit of bicep volume at the end. These were also finished and followed with some rope tricep extensions, which I didn't film, and also 3 sets on 60 seconds with the plank.
Okay, so we're back from upper body, and we've got the school whiteboard out. And I just wanted to go over, and then smash it about, a few points with basically balancing my approach with strength training and cardio, because at the moment cardio is fairly prominent, there's a lot of it, but I still want to make sure I am strength training for numerous reasons: stay injury free, to improve at the 3 disciplines of the Ironman, and also look like I actually lift from an aesthetic vein perspective. So a few things I'd consider with this approach. Number 1 would be, these link all together, but staying as strong as you can. Okay, don't allow yourself to drop the weights over a period of time in terms of the load, because ultimately you're going to lose a lot of strength. You're not going to be able to be as strong in the 3 disciplines, and you are going to lose muscle tissue, which is something that I do not want. So with that, I would be focusing on the compound lifts. So a lot of my training at the moment is around, some presses, hinging, lower body presses, rows, that sort of stuff. So I'll be making sure to keep those in. Number 2, I would keep it specific to the event. Okay, so for myself, there's a lot of lower body stuff going on. So I'm using unilateral work. So as you've just seen, like for lower body, single leg split squats. Again, single arm row, thinking about, for example, swimming, using a lot of your lats per stride. So it makes sense to train that muscle group on its own, so unilaterally. A lot of core work as well, both pre-sessions and post-sessions. Something I've neglected a lot, but I'm doing a lot of core work through planks, obviously Copenhagen planks, through leg raises. Again, because being able to brace the core, especially like with swimming, with running, and even on the bike to some extent, but it's going to help a lot. And then some plyometrics, so some single leg stuff. Normally I do this that's almost as my warm-up of such before going into the other movements. And then we've got prioritization. Okay, so with the 2, which one is the most important? So generally speaking, the cardio element of my session, if I'm doing a double training day, will be first, because I want the most energy in that session, as that is ultimately what I need to be the best at. So normally it'll be cardio first, gym in the afternoon, accessory work, that sort of stuff. And I would leave at least 6 to 8 hours between the sessions, okay, to allow yourself to recover, get plenty of fuel in the system that you can then obviously look to utilise in that session in the afternoon or the evening. Little caveat I would be doing as well, planning some deloads, so roughly every 10 to 12 weeks. Again, go from how you're feeling, from different data that you're tracking. You'll be able to know when you need that deload, roughly every 10 to 12 weeks. And I'll be literally spending 3 to 4 days off the gym completely, or at a much more reduced intensity. So that is a little bit more on strength training and cardio, and sort of how to combine the two and obviously get the most out of it all. Okay, so there we have it, a little bit more in terms of how an upper body workout is currently looking for myself at the moment, and then also a little bit more in terms of how you can go about balancing strength training whilst also training for an endurance event. In my opinion, that is going to be the best way. So hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, then make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.